Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. Yeah. How could I resist? Ain't looking for nothing. Okay, that was just the gist of the failed intro. Now they have Insta scanners on YouTube and instantaneously know when you're using copyright video. And they just got all pissy with me for playing nothing but a good time because that was the energy that I was trying to manifest and bring in by sharing the beautiful song with people. I'm sorry. Oh, what are you going to do? Kick me the fucking off? I'm sorry that I shared a song and some good energy and vibes with people. I'm sorry that that upset the copyright owner. Everybody's so lame with all this stuff nowadays. Copyrights and this is my pearls. Ooh. Fuck your pearls, motherfucker. The internet, man. And I was ready to. I don't know what I was going to talk about. Honestly, I do want to mention. My life is. It's it's falling apart. I'm I'm getting my money for nothing and my chicks for free. It's just falling apart. What a hard existence. You know what? The guy, the Tim Zoller. He's a Fox News guy now. He's on Fox, I guess. Somebody tell him that Gil Ambrose said, I watch your fucking podcast, and yeah, I guess it's cool to sit around and talk about the news and stream the news. No, it's not. That's some goddamn square shit. What kind of fucking idiot are you trying to? We need to watch less news and pay attention to less shit and pay attention to the people around us who actually matter. Or do we want to be sellouts for views? I don't know. You can't make money from stealing from jail. You can't make money off jailbreaking the news. The second you monetize, your ass is gonna be permabanned. They don't want nobody taking their goddamn money. Although with the advertisers, we're talking fair use maybe. I don't know. There could be like a fair use, and now with the advertisers, like, well, if they're showing Fox News jailbait stream, then like it's gonna show the advertisements too. So like, fuck it, more viewers. Now, how can we get to those views on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know how to describe Tim. Adult retards that want to talk about the news. I mean, he's a good guy. He's just I don't think he's retarded. I'm retarded. He's an idiot. That's what I meant. An idiot cares too much about emotionally backed things. A retard deals in action, and he's the enemy of the idiot. The idiot is my enemy. You know what idiots do? They sit around and talk about the goddamn news. Okay? You know what I do? Look at, I have slogans. I have a big list of slogans, and this is the short list. This is the short list of slogans. Dude, I was doing my booty show last night, and this person said your kitchen is depressing. And it was, that they didn't actually look at my kitchen and say that and think that. They just said it. And I'm like, you're obviously, why would you even think that? There's nothing even in my kitchen that's depressing. What the hell is depressing about the... Dude, does a depressing kitchen have a Cleveland Indians 1995 Season of Dreams? I turned the camera up. I said, what does it say right there? You gonna say my kitchen is depressing and I have this shit that says Season of Dreams? You know how many meals I've cooked for my child and she says, you're the best cook, Daddy? I tend to... I'm a creative cook. Creative. Leave it at that. I mean, I do well. I've been having some skill increases in the cooking department, and my herbs and spices. Herbs and spices, they come from the earth. They're magical. Okay. Now again, does this sound like a depressing kitchen? He's talking about magic herb. That's right, garlic. Garlic keeps away the vampires. That fucking dyke siren bitch that I dated, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I would, dude. I'd wear a little garlic, and she'd be like, "What?" Oh, like I would test it. I would have like garlic in my pocket. I was wanting to see if she was a vampire, right? So I put this garlic in my pocket, and every time I had the garlic, she like was all weird and like, don't touch me. And then I didn't wear the garlic, and she like wanted to hug and tug. But I didn't let her touch me like that because I'm pure. I'm saving myself for marriage. To the game. I'm saving myself for the streets, to the game. I'm married to the game. I'm saving myself, alright? I'm saving myself, staying celibate for my next vagina. That's all I'm gonna call it. I don't care anymore. If I get married again, I don't give a fuck. If I get into a short term, I don't give a fuck. Just whatever comes my way, I'm willing to support it. Also, look, I ain't a bad guy. I'm gonna support the pussy. He's gonna support the pussy. He's not a bad guy. Alright? I'll get the pussy a new pair of socks. I buy the pussy a Mountain Dew. I do the pussy's dishes. I clean for the pussy. I vacuum for the pussy. I shampoo the carpets for the pussy. I participate in a vacuum sales scam for the pussy. I work temp jobs for the pussy. I scratch your back for the pussy. I lift weights for the pussy. I show the pussy a good time. I take the pussy out to Amish country, show her the stars. She ain't never see the stars from that. She from the city. I take the pussy to go look at luxury cars, even though we can't afford one. I take the pussy to Disneyland, the one in California. I'll take the pussy to lunch on a Wednesday. I buy the pussy a lap dance because she's a lesbian. I make the pussy a homemade Philly cheesesteak. Come on, man. How many people talk about making homemade Philly cheesesteaks? That's why I'm just tired of everyone walking around like they're harder than me. Everyone thinks they're harder than me, and you wasn't. Nah. You weren't making Philly cheesesteaks like that, bro. You weren't. You weren't locked in the trap making Philly cheesesteaks for our angry mommy. You don't know what that's like. Bryan! Get the fucking dishes out of there! I need the vacuum down here. Like, which vacuum? I'm fried, man. I gotta go over to this girl's house every time I was fucking. Woo! You have to be. You'd hate it. I'd dump her if I wasn't fried. That chick didn't realize the second I wanted to take a tolerance break, I was like, oh shit. They got me smoking again, falling in love with one of these chicks. Dude, because you're baked and you think it's funny, and then you realize it's not fucking funny. You don't want to be a part of it. But yeah, I teach the pussy about crystals. You know, I bring the pussy to the casino for the first time. You know, I got some magic mushrooms to share with the pussy. I got a little toot for the pussy. I'll build a Lego set of the flowers for the pussy. I always got a dab pen for the pussy. Make the bed. New sheets once a week for the pussy. We're staying clean. I do laundry for the pussy. I put the kids to bed for the pussy. I'll read him a nighttime story. Teach him the ABCs for the pussy. Went to the mall. Hit on other pussy for the pussy. Write the pussy a poem. Write the pussy a rap song because she's a little ghetto. Share some of your Seroquel with the pussy. Teach the pussy about the supplements and vitamins and wellness. I'll teach for the pussy. You teach how to teach awakening. I'll teach somebody how to be awake and aware and alive. I'll show how the pussy how to be alive. Okay, brother. It's going off the short list. We gotta reiterate, because I've been out here chewing glass and breathing smoke. And you know what? We are the kings and queens of Babylon. You can manifest your Babylon. When I originally moved to my location, there I just saw 1111 on the thing. I got it again. Every time. I'm so magic, aren't I? But yeah, I envisioned this Canton, Ohio, North Canton, Belden Village. Belden boys, we making noise. All the girls are weird out here, so we're weird too. Yeah, no, I really thought, I saw the different places on the map. I kind of toured around down here. I was like, there's a lot. This is everything. This is a really good location. A lot of people come shopping here from all around, and I'm going to be in it. I want to live in that shit. Because it looks like some poppin' bars there, and it was perfect. The place I picked to live, the apartment, the location, everything. Very perfect. But yeah, there now is listen to this, on the same street. They got, first it was my counselor. Okay, so let's I'm moving in the area, getting everything I need, getting accustomed, getting in trouble with Johnny Lawman. Got court appointed counseling. Found out right away, if you have a person you vibe with, that's for me, I need a dude, a male, and they have to have a sports background, kind of have some humaga to them, some manliness. So, we talk some savage shit, some savage dude shit sometimes. And that's what you need. And I realized right away that, they don't even make me go to it, but I still go once a month. Because it's a check-in now, and I want everyone to be better. Not just, recovering from my past, or past that. It's about elite and pushing the limits of what I can accomplish. So that's really a great thing for me. So that's the first thing on that street. And then there's a fun strip club called the Diamond Royale. I've had some fun times there, so I like that place. It's cool. I don't go there a lot, but every once in a while it's a good time. And then my Planet Fitness, my gym that I go to, is on that road. Across the street from that, they opened a Gordon food service. I could go to, and then they got an all-you-can-eat crab shack now too. This is Babylon, the kingdom. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I'm not a bad guy just because you go to the fucking strip club. I don't even drink booze anymore. I'll still go. It's fun. It's a social thing. I'm a girl dad. When you're a girl dad, eventually by the age of 5, it's something about it. You just, if you're doing a good job, okay, if you're a good parent, you're doing your thing, and I do just the little things. I do not I do anything major. But the little things I do right and kind of keep my attitude proper. but also a lot of little details. When you're focused on that for a woman, child, it, for whatever reason, and maybe I've just met enough women, I guess, I just don't have any fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes fun, like, to throw yourself into a pit of women, and yeah, when you have the right vibe, you'll find that people will start conversations with you, and you can just go out by yourself, and that's kind of what makes it magical. You meet other people that are being brave and going out there. And maybe a lot of people are still socially anxious sometimes, and you can help them and show them how to be a G. But I typically, like, the people, if I'm like partying with someone, I want someone to be on the same level as, like, oh my god, let's fucking adventure time, motherfucker. And shout out my dude Blake. Okay, another, the people you meet in your kingdom of Babylon. That, I have, made a friend that is I don't. That's kind of weird to say what I was looking for in a friend. Is it? I guess. I mean, it is weird though. Like I don't know. Because it is like I'll get a little bit annoyed at most people. Like my old friend I used to party with, I couldn't take his shit anymore. He was just a normie fuckboy dude. I couldn't do it. And I need someone who I could adventure with. But even if I didn't have that, I'd still adventure on my own. But to have someone to add to the madness. Yeah. It's on the same level. And I'm not here to like gloat on my life. But I am, because remember, I used to be a fucking head case. And now, through ultimate belief, unwavering faith, and dependence on the universe, Lord, and spirits above, thy gifts, thy flowers, bloom. And I say thank you for these flowers. But it's a dirty job. Someone's got to do it. It all comes with sacrifice, realignment. Focus. But also chaos. If you want to choose that route. Look, I'm here to preach a little bit of chaos magic. That's my favorite form of magic. That's the magic that I employ. Almost like a yes man. You almost want to be a little bit of a yes man. Obviously, you want to be careful. I have a certain way that I walk, though, where, like, I just don't ever experience any type of situation where someone tries to fuck me over. I think I just have this, like, these brown eyes. And they seem a little red, maybe. There's something, like, I don't know, not, like, scary or menacing about me, but there is, like, maybe this person's had enough shit, so don't bring them shit, because it'll be a shit show. And yeah, I almost feel bad when I run into someone like that, because it's like a fucking stalemate. It's like, what, we're going to have to fight over some stupid mundane thing out here? But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can make friends being crazy. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Reading off the slogans. We gotta stick to the script more often. We are him. You don't want to have the attitude, I am him. Meh. We're all consciousness. We're all him. It's gonna be a much more powerful energy Oh my god, as I look in the corner, it's 11:11 p.m. I don't check the clock even that much. I try not to check clocks. And the only time I do, it's like 4:44, 11:11. And I seen the other thing up there says exactly at 20. Outside the Matrix, playing a different game. But yeah, that is, you would see it 11:11 time synchronicity right there when I'm talking about we are him. That's like such a very good vibration. The universe likes that. Okay? It's going to raise your vibration. The whole I am him, I'm the guy. A lot of times, those types of people really don't execute when the moment comes down to it. They're just jazzed up on some kind of alcohol or substance or something, and outside of where I'm him, you don't you don't really see that person. That's the thing about going out to the bar and drinking. There's a lot of people who aren't real out there. And I don't mean that in the sense of lizard shapeshifters. I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. You bear with me. I'm terribly sorry. The children not asleep. My daughter fell right asleep. She's been good this winter, man. I mean, I think maybe I've been pretty good this whole year and shit. Maybe not always, but persevered through some bullshit. But yeah, keeping my energy and vibration high to the best of my abilities. rub, rub into the child and like that sounds weird, but implement. It will implement naturally. They'll naturally gravitate because I at least noticed that her. It's hard to say behavior but yeah, I'm a brainiac type a little bit, so like I'm gonna care about her general behavior, even if it's like infant behavior, like what is the normal, how are they acting to the normal. And typically in the winter it'd be a little bit of a tough time for her. When she was 2, before she could talk, 2 or like 3, she would cry a lot more just from being in the car. She would like, I want mommy, mama, and I'm sure she'd probably do the opposite. Just randomly, complaining about whatever. But this year she's been pretty good. I just have more. You run a system. You keep shit on lock. I kind of bark details at her to try to help her with her focus skills. And then take her with me on different side hustles that I might do. We clean the cotton candy machine at the mall. Just random people cleaning the machine at the mall, because I felt like I talked to the mall. I was like, I really want to clean that machine. Let me be the guy that cleans it. You don't have to pay me. I'll do it for free. No, I'm just kidding. I met the owner. Independent shit. Rich in spirit. Yeah, and that's, wow, you get more, in my opinion, you meet better babes when you are rich in spirit versus when you're rich in money. I mean, yeah. I think that you'll make more friends. Because a lot rich people, what do they talk about? Their fucking money. So it's like, yeah, people will put up with them because they're rich and can be fun to hang out with. But a lot of it's going to be like, them going on and thinking they're high and mighty. Some rich people are fun, but some are just like, egotistical. They think that they're better than everyone because they have more money. And it's like, let's get butt naked and get in a cage and put on some gloves. We'll see, like, what happens in a goon off. Because there's a lot of people that, yeah, you think you got more money than me when we're in that cage? There ain't no money you can bring in that cage, my guy. And sure, you could pay for somebody to be your champion. And I'll fight your champion in that cage, butt naked, covered in butter. Bare knuckle buttered boxing. Bare naked, bare knuckle boxing. They do have something like that, and it's wildly inappropriate to talk about here. Bring it, baby, whatever it takes. It's kind of like two put into one. Win, baby, win. See you at the top. It's the mentality of what is the top. I don't know. We're going there. I don't fucking know. But it's not money. You gotta work, though, and contribute to the society in something that fits your agenda. So, I mean, yeah, you can't be lack of financial goal and responsibility and security, but it's just a lot of people, their spirit gets drained and they change as people, and they're lesser, and not lesser. I mean, they have more money, but like, are you a better you? You know, spending 10 years working your ass off for like an office job, blah blah blah, having to know all this shit, remember all this shit, like high volume sales. There's so much data going in your head, and then think about people's habits when they're not. Blah 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 blah. It's blah 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 blah. So the amount of data in your head, you're not really even real at a certain point. It's just not organized enough. Some of the jobs, you know, that mentally people do, it soaks up your shit. I like to just be a physical utility body worker. I just really like blue collar more than white collar. I just always have. I can't explain it. I dress warm for my job in case I gotta go outside. Today I was ready. We were leaving, but one of the managers was like, "Stay warm out there," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got the long johns. I'm not gonna lie." And when it was like 4 degrees, wind chill, like -10. If you had skin, it would hurt. I had my shit. I had this thing to pull up, and a hood. I was ready. I stood outside and did some stretches for a little bit because it was really sunny, but it was just like too early, and I was just like, hey. And I hadn't even schmicked a damn yet, so like I'll be cold before I smoke. I just need like 1 or 2 hits, and don't really even do that much, but it just gets the shivers out of me. I've always been a shivery bastard. Fuck the cold. I'd rather be steaming hot. But I try to also, like, on my breaks, I go out there and get in the cold a little bit. These are your inches, fellas. Those little inches. And I go out there, and yeah, I'm usually dressed to be warm, so I can do some little stretches and stuff right next to my car in the parking lot, soak in some sun. I'll do that like on lunch break. I'll be out there a good 15 minutes sometimes. So yeah, my body gets very sore. It's been like that. Especially now, I've started weight training. Did some hang cleans today. Because, like, I don't know, when you put the 45s on each side, and you can kind of like rep that out pretty decently. Even that, like the chicks, like they've tried to bench. They know they can. You know, they're like, oh fuck, I'll never be able to do that. And he's just like, now, that's bench though. Think of standing up and hip hoop, hip hoop, hip hoop, hip hoop. Yeah, imagine that. Okay. And I seen this dude, this big dude. He's doing 225. Now that's hard. That looks hard. He was kind of repping it a little bit. That was fucking awesome. He was benching. Just fucking. Fuck yeah. I like that because there's not a lot of power lifters at Planet Fitness. Because powerlifting is very obnoxious a lot of the times. And I'm a purist. So I can go to Planet Fitness. I don't need to grunt. I've always felt like that's obnoxious. I'll let out a little noise if I'm maxing out or something sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? Ooh. They have those like Gold's gyms, and I don't like the big buff gym shit and little stick legs. So yeah. We ain't dreaming, we scheming. That's an important one. Dreaming takes you nowhere. It's time to play. Body's working overtime. Money don't matter. People get hurt. Thinking when the hurting is me. Boom, 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 boom. Playing with them boys. And I'll be staying with them boys. Fuck yeah. Kenny Loggins. Fuck. Fucking shit. It's dope as fuck. God, just fucking gets me going. Some Loggins. The metrosexual craze. Hell yeah. I'll smoke an empty cart to that. It's about out. Gotta know them drugs, me. But yeah, just action wise, manifesting dreams comes down to the details. You have to be detailed about what you're seeing in your dreams. Me, I kept seeing this party social environment. And the idea that like, hey, your social life relies on some of the same people, or can you go out there and do what you've done before, build a new gang? And that's kind of what I've been able to start doing, because I just thought of the details. Like, oh, okay, what was the details in the party in my dream? It was like these cool lights and like a fence with string lights, a wooden brown fence. And then you be out in a smoking section on one of your adventures like, oh shit. And then sometimes I was tripping on shrooms, and there was one where this little cabana that I'd seen it all. And the people and everything. I'd seen it. Like, some shit. So, try to scheme your dreams. And that could be on a very micro scale. Everybody's obsessed with, like, your dreams, blah, blah, blah. Dude, dreams and accomplishments just on a micro scale is way more fulfilling and obtainable. Everybody wants to worry about the macro and the big picture. And gotta be this, gotta be that, gotta do something that makes a certain money, do something that makes me look like this. Nah, it's your little details. And then you'll find over time, like, okay, that's really what I wanted. Like, okay, it's these little details that's getting me way closer to this lofty dream that I had, that I ever imagined. It's actually working. As it says 3434 up there. Just do this throughout the day. Like a couple times a day, just These actions and motions with intention. That's what magic is. It's not really that hard, you guys. Can be very, very simplified. Just feel that shit. Ooh. Feel like you're the puppet master. Pulling the strings. Yes. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. And just, it doesn't have to be anything specific in your head. Just do that. And when you feel down, feel bad, you'll go back to your... No. This is not right. Let me... yes, that's much better. Yes, no need, my darling, to worry at all. There was never a single reason for you to worry. Your here is a blessing. Your existence is a blessing. You were meant to experience this. And you were meant to have some free will to shape and discover how you want to ride out the magical pony, the magical tiger of life, all to your own accord and decision, to your own manifestations, your own propaganda that you spread to the wild. Your vibe, your humaga. And you be grateful for that. And be grateful for your opportunities. Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. I gotta go tinkle. Hell yeah, fucking right. Rut season never ends. Ruts, that's a OG. Back from high school. Rut season. We kind of copied the top season thing from Johnny Manziel, which was a little... It was like him and Drake and some other queers. I like Drake's music. It's just like... Again, I can listen to music and whatever, but I can't be like I'm a Drake fan. He talks way too much about shit he probably never did. I couldn't do that in my music. I wasn't actually pimping hoes, but I really was sniffing blow. I really was fantasizing about sucking her toes. I told her, let me get the sock. She said, keep the sock. I'll give you a freebie. 'Cause you are my baby. 'Cause you are my shorty. So I give you the dirty socks for free on the low. But don't tell nobody no. She's so hot she can sell them for $4.44. $400 for that sweaty sock. She got demand. Supply and demand. Mommy in the piss stuff. Yeah. That is about it. You know, my rap about a crazy woman that does exist. The beast life ain't easy, but someone's got to do it. Yeah. Retard Max. Don't forget your energy kit. Yeah. We all need an energy kit. Whether that be a person, I wouldn't go that route. No, you want to be like your own energy kit, but some coffee, some orange juice, whatever it is, man. Gotta have the energy. The way she goes. God of your own reality. Rationality. Alright, let's see. I gotta go through all this shit because there should be some funny stuff in here in my Snapchat stories. I write a bunch of random ideas down, so we should find some good riffs in here. Probably a bunch of toxic bullshit when I was pissy, but it's okay. I do intermittent fasting, so I don't really beat myself up if I get mad throughout the day. I've kind of boiled it down, just be like some incel shit. It's the healthiest. Yeah. So then you'll actually maybe do something. Try to meet a girl. Instead of like just punting them all. I just punt on first down. They annoyed me. See, we're getting toxic. Let's not do that tonight. Okay. How do you go to your... I don't even know how to use this fucking bullshit. How do you go to your... Okay, here we go. Says, this was today. This is a picture of me on the toilet. Not like that, just like a selfie, obviously. You can see the stall, but had a monster leg day yesterday. This frigid cold toilet seat feels tremendous on my hammies. Make sure you courtesy flush today, y'all. Keep it gangsta. Yeah, the lock, my lock that has it doesn't lock. It never locks itself out. So the lock, when you buy it, it comes locked. And you can't unlock it unless you have the key. But you can't get the key out until you lock it again. So it's not even hypothetically. It's impossible. It literally impossible to lock out your own keys. You'll never just shut the lock. It doesn't work like that. It only moves. You can only change it when it has the key in. So to get it on there on the first place, you have to stick the key in, so the key will be in your hand. And then you would have to but no, this locker, you have to shut it in order to put the lock on. So once you got it in there, you couldn't even put your keys in there unless you stuffed it through a hole or something. And it's Brink's truck. I said, plus it's Brink's brand. It's Brink's truck brand. The lock, it says Brink's. And I said, back that ass up, mama, Brink's truck. Back that ass up, mama, Brink's truck. Back it up. Joe Rogan's making $200 million a year. I'm worth at least $1 billion at that point. Dude sucks. No. What is this guy? Listen to this podcast about telling other famous nerds that you shoot elk. Okay, we know you went hunting, Mr. Rogan. Tell us some new shit, bud. They just don't know how to come up with new material. They're fucking failures. No, I do be repetitive with some of my stuff. Okay, let's not do that. There's not a lot of good taste stuff in here. It's kind of where I rant out bullshit, and then I decide that it's bullshit, and I don't think about it anymore. So, wow. Yeah, I mean, no amount of money or possessions will replace physical, mental, and spiritual wellness. I've had money in the past and not in shape at all, and gained a bunch of weight and looked awful, but I had a bunch of money in my account, and it wasn't good. I've been happier, dead ass poor, but hot and tan and sexy, but negative money, like negative $13. But it, like, you know what? I'm hot and tan. Like, fuck it. Like, shit. What would I be worried about? Yeah, some of the worst days of my life, I had the most money in my pocket. Some of the best, I had the least. Beast mode. Pronoia. The belief that the universe is conspiring in your favor. It's the opposite of paranoia. Paranoia. Can't even say paranoia. I ain't scared of shit. Yeah, you smoke a bunch of dope and instead of getting scared that, oh my god, that's against me, it's like everyone loves me. Dude, I've done that. I've turned the weed paranoid into supreme confidence. For real. It's insanity. It's awesome. Well, not insanity, because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same different result. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. This is like face your negatives and fix them, bitch. And make the world feel like it's conspiring in your favor. So instead of like, oh shit, oh god, there's gonna be girls that want me everywhere. Oh, seriously, I'll smoke a bunch of weed and be like, for real, I'll do a hella dabs and I'll be like, going to Planet Fitness. I think I'm Pat Mahomes. Like, I could they probably think I'm rich. I think that they think I'm amazing. I already feel that way. And I haven't had anything to devalidate that. So, very successful. Yeah, the whole the truth of this life, this reality, is that heaven and hell exist here on Earth, not in a make believe fantasy land. Nothing sacrificed itself so that you can be forgiven for your wrongdoings. This is a karmic realm and it will punish you, it will test you, force you to choose between heaven and hell in real time. You must not ask for forgiveness, you must earn it through positive vibration. Gravity vibe pro tip. You don't want to just have vibes, you want to have gravity. Yeah, train your brain to only see the positive details about people around you. I talk about that. Your energy will be attractive and pleasant to everyone. Then use it to compel them to join your cult. I was posting about the song Betty Davis Eyes. That song goes high. I don't know who Betty Davis is, but this chick sounds hot. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these colored TVs. Do it. Let's do shrooms right now. Should we do shrooms? Make it a shroom show. I should have learned to play the guitar. Should learn. Play them drums. Look at that mama. She got it going on. We can have some. Maybe we could have some too. You play the guitar on the MTV. That's the way you do it. Money ain't for nothing and your chicks for free. Got drip for sale. They don't really want to stay with you, though, if you get your chicks for free. But you can get them for a little bit. Scam them a bit. They'll buy you some pizza and fuck off. Swag Jerry Rice. I think I'm Jerry Rice. If you had to go through life in someone else's shoes, you'd be exactly the same way they are. Yeah, I mean, I've been exposed to a lot of high level shit. So you do become a product of your environment, and you're somewhat responsible for your own environment. You gotta make it good, make it sexy. Now I'm getting money in from shows. There's a picture of me doing the shadur. I fucks with shadur. Yeah, I know. I've been a little ranty. I don't know what I don't know. It's all one step at a time, you know. Oh man, 2025 recap. My God. Golly. Rather interesting. Rather interesting year, I gotta say. Yeah, a lot of times I'll meet a girl this time of year. I'm trying to avoid that big time, you guys. Just not having that shit. Yeah, anyways, I don't give a fuck about people who don't give a fuck. But you also don't want to give a fuck at the same time. It's balance. Balance, the art of magic. Chaos magic, exactly. You know, oh, I don't give a fuck about that, but that I actually care about. I don't really give a fuck, but I actually just go with the flow. If something's like, yeah, fuck that shit. But if you want to die on a hill, I mean, as long as it's healthy, don't die on unhealthy hills. Today is got to be the next day. Like you said yesterday, you were gonna do it today, but then people are gonna do it tomorrow. You can't put off things ever. No, that's not true. Procrastination sometimes creates pressure, and pressure creates diamonds. Alright, that's all I have for today's show. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, keep it fucking real. And we'll catch you next time.